Okay, we're live.
Are we ready? Let's stand for the Lord's Prayer and pledge of allegiance, please. Our Father, who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, glory forever. Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please keep standing. We need another moment of silence for Gertrude Trigo. She's a longtime secretary in the school district who passed away on October 29, 2020. Thank you. Roll call, please.
President, Mr. Persing.
Here.
Vice President, Mrs. Hovenstein.
Here.
Secretary, Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Treasurer, Mrs. Scandal.
Here.
Mr. Griffiths.
Here.
Mr. Kashner.
Here.
Mr. Shuey.
Here.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Here.
Mr. Sosnowski.
Here. Okay, we're going to recognize student accomplishments.
Okay, so we have some video.
Hi, my name is Chase Anderson. A little bit about myself. I play football. Hi, my name is Chase Anderson. A little bit about myself. I play football for Shamokin area. I ride dirt bikes, and my favorite class is Mr. Keller's history.
Hi, I'm Ian Paul. I play football for Shamokin area, and I'm glad we were able to get the season in. My hobbies include dirt bike riding, video games, etc., and I love the math curriculum here. My favorite teacher is Miss Kelchner. She teaches AP Calc.
All right, at this time, we'll entertain some citizens' comment.
Okay, so this is the part of the meeting. If there are any citizens' comments, they can email me at cvenna@indians.k12.pa.us, and we'll take a few minutes here and see what comes in. Got two emails. Okay, I got two emails here regarding the swimming pool, and in response to those, unfortunately, we are a little bit behind on having our swimming pool prepared for the start of winter sports season, which is Friday. We did get behind on some things for various reasons, COVID, and also some things that popped up in our maintenance department that were higher priority. And unfortunately, at this time, it doesn't look like it's going to be ready for Friday for our swim team. We're probably looking at a few more weeks. We did meet with our head of buildings and grounds earlier today and earlier this evening, and we will be following up with him. And that is the status of our pool at this time. Our intention, though, is to have it filled and ready to go as soon as possible. And again, we're anticipating 2 weeks for that start. The other question came in about the Stingrays, which is the youth program using the pool. At this time, the board has decided that we will not be allowing the outside groups to use the facilities due to COVID and our health and safety plan. And that is consistent with what we've done in the fall with our youth programs using our stadium football field. So unfortunately, COVID has caused a lot of things to change, and unfortunately affects a lot of people, but we are doing the best we can, and hopefully we'll get through this and get back to normal. But for now, we do have to make some adjustments and be flexible and roll with the punches. So that's all I have for citizen comments.
Okay, do you wanna wait a little bit or move on?
Yeah, we can wait if you want to wait.
We'll wait one more minute.
Yep.
Let's wait one more minute.
The parent did get back and just asked what accommodations will the swimmers have. We did talk a little bit about making sure facilities are available so the swim team can train, obviously not in a pool, but utilize the cardio rooms and the weight room. And I'm sure our athletic director will be reaching out to Coach Wolfgang about that tomorrow. If an elementary teacher asking the cleaning sanitizing schedule at the elementary, has a deep clean been done? In speaking with our head of buildings and grounds, the buildings are cleaned every day. The ionizer is sprayed daily. There's a schedule. I don't know the details of that schedule, but in having conversations with our maintenance supervisor earlier today at an admin meeting, he assured me that things are being properly sanitized and cleaned, and we'll continue to follow up with him as always. Matt, let's wait another minute.
We'll wait or-
Yeah, wait another minute, just see if anything comes in. Another question, follow-up from the pool about coordinating with other schools for use of their pool. We'll certainly have Mr. Kashner reach out. It would make the most sense to reach out to our neighbor, Mount Carmel area. And in the meantime, if we could work something out for use of their pool until ours is up and ready, we're certainly would be willing to do that as a school district. So we can move on, and then if more come in, we'll catch them at the end. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right, let's go into work session agenda, Chris.
It's one of the things I wanted to talk about, two things actually. One, every month it seems like I talk about this, but our cyber school costs. We had 8 more students as of November 13th go to outside cyber schools. That projected amount is going to cost the taxpayers $87,325.79, which brings our total projected outside cyber bill to $2,096,602.71. So again, I'm going to make a plea to everyone out there. We gotta get a hold of our local legislators and put a push on cyber charter reform. Again, cyber charter schools are crippling our school budgets. I think most schools in the area are seeing that, and something needs to be done, because I don't know how public schools are going to stay in business if something's not done. So please reach out to your local legislators, ask them to take a look at it. and ask for cyber charter funding reform. The second thing I wanted to talk about, I know obviously COVID is on everybody's mind, and we have stayed open. And just to give everyone a little bit of background, I know Mr. Persing would like to talk about this as well. First, I just want to say that we do take the safety and health of our students and staff as a high priority. It's our top priority. We would never want to put a child or a staff member in harm's way. Some of the decisions we make are difficult ones, but we make them with as much information as possible. We think through these. We meet as a team, as an admin team, and as a board. We discuss these things. We've had cases in our school that have popped up. Obviously, cases are on the rise in the community and in the state. As positive cases pop up, we go through the detailed contact tracing. Our school nurses and admin work with the Department of Health on conducting that. Whenever we have a positive test and it comes back that we have to quarantine students, we put that information on our COVID tracker on our website. I know some people are concerned that we're keeping the school building open, but I want to emphasize health and safety of students is a priority. We are giving all students the option to do the virtual or the Google Classroom option. If you don't feel comfortable sending your children to school for whatever reason, please take advantage of that option. But we feel that our kids are safe in school. We follow our health and safety plan. We follow all the protocols. We do the best we can. We feel that students during the time they're in school are as safe as anywhere. And to me, it's an option for parents. Again, if you're not comfortable with that, that's certainly your choice as a parent. And I think that's a good thing about our plan, that parents have a choice. We certainly would never put a student in harm's way. I know we have board members here who have relatives, friends, family members who work here. Our administrators have family members that attend school here. We would never, ever jeopardize that. So please understand that. But we also want to have options available and give families options. And I think right now, we've made some good, sound decisions, and we will continue to look at things. I know there's rumors out there that schools will be closing down. You see some school districts in different parts of the state are closing until after the Christmas holiday. I know that's been a rumor going around. Right now, there is no intention to close. We are looking at the possibility of something after Thanksgiving, but with that being a week and a half away, we're going to take some time. We're going to see how the numbers go and make solid decisions based on the information we have as we get closer to the Thanksgiving break. But for now, schools are remaining open, but you do as a parent have a choice to keep your child at home and do the Google Classroom. So with that being said, I want to turn over to Mr. Persing. I know you wanted to talk about some things as well.
Well, let me get through the meeting. I'll talk during at the end of the board members' reports.
Okay.
All right, let's go into old business. I need a motion to approve the board meeting minutes.
Motion.
Second.
On a question? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. I need a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second.
On a question? All those in favor?
Aye. No.
We have one no. So we have one no on the treasurer's report. I need a motion to authorize the payment of bills.
Second.
On a question? Roll call.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugin.
Yes.
Mr. Sosnowski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Chris, any correspondence?
No correspondence.
Okay, we'll go into new business. I need a motion to acknowledge the student and/or staff accomplishments.
Motion.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Ayes have it. I want to congratulate Connie Boyer, who's a teacher here, who is the recipient of the honorary William Harvey Weist and Karen Weist Educator of the Year. So, nice job, Connie. I need a motion to set the date and location for the annual reorganization meeting. Motion.
Second.
On the question, roll call, please.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve additional revisions to the 2020-21 school calendar.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
I need a motion to acknowledge the first reading of the following revised policies.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the Conrad Siegel agreement. Motion.
Second.
On the question, roll call, please.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the Northeast Migrant Education Program Partnership Agreement.
So moved.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes. I need a motion to approve the assignment changes for student teachers. Motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, I always do this part wrong. Approve, I need a motion to approve or disapprove exemption request.
So moved to approve.
I need a second to approve.
Second.
On the question,
It's
Roll call.
actually both.
what's that?
It's actually both.
Approve, disapprove?
Yes.
As
There's-
indicated.
Approve the first part and then disapprove the second part.
Yeah, we move to approve or disapprove the exemptions as indicated in the agenda.
No.
Okay,
it's
all right,
Approve
approve or
and
disapprove.
disapprove,
All right,
because
yeah.
I'm approving these.
Right, that's what I
And
said.
disapproving.
Yeah,
So we're approving.
Yeah.
Approving as written.
Approving as written.
Approving as,
Second.
right. I forget what.
Well, he
I
said
read. Do we have a second?
So, as he. Now I'm on, okay, so Jeff was motioned, right?
Yeah, did I have a second
Second.
Okay.
on the question? Roll call.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the veterans exemption request.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smugen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the reassessment and reduction of the real estate bill.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Mrs. Scandal,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey,
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian,
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes. I need a motion to approve all contracts and agreements for student services.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Mr. Shuey,
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian,
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal,
Yes.
Okay, let's go into the personnel agenda, guys. I need a motion to approve all personnel items in motion 8.01 through 8.06 as listed.
So moved.
Second. On the question, roll call.
Mrs. Smugian,
Yes.
Mr. Sisnusky,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner, Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Okay, board members' reports. All right, I'm gonna start again. I got a little bit of a bone to pick here. It's come to my attention over the last couple of days, everybody panicking about school being open, and there was some, yeah, shut that down. There was some reports on social media that the school board's waiting to kill kids. And I take offense to that, and I'm sure every board member sitting here takes offense to that. We have, our superintendent has his own kids go here. Our principal's kids go here. I have a grandson that goes here. I says, and we have family members of board members that work here. There isn't one person on this school board that doesn't think that our kids come first. And if we thought for 1 second that there was one kid in danger, this school would be shut down in seconds. And that's not the case. Our administration is doing a good job. Our board, us as a board, we're in contact with one another constantly. Believe me, we all have other jobs, and we're on the phone 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, all day. I bother my fellow board members at work. They'll attest to that, you know? So believe me when I tell you this, the kids are safer in school. They're following the protocol in school. They're wearing their mask. They're social distancing. So believe me, they are way safer in school than they are out of school. Now, with that being said, as the parents, as Mr. Venn has said, listen, if you don't agree with us or you think we're retarded, we're idiots, that's fine. Keep your kids at home. They can go virtual. Okay? So please, I take offense when, you know, I see posts on Facebook and Twitter and everything else that we don't care. You know, we do care. So, and people, you know my phone number, you know how to get a hold of me. Listen, I'll take your call 24 hours a day about kids not being safe. So that's all I got to say, and hopefully I don't hear no more of that stuff. Anybody else?
Just want to piggyback on that, Brian, is the best way for the kids to stay safe is be in school, but also be safe outside of school. Wear your mask, do your things you do in school at home as well, and it's going to be, we'll all be safer for it. Just piggybacking onto it.
Yeah. Anybody else? We good? Chris, do we have any more emails?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No.
All right. We had an executive session, was held for personnel issues on Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, from 5:30 PM to 7:35 PM prior to the regular monthly board meeting. Citizens' comments, we don't have anything. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second,
You bet.
we are adjourned. Thank you.
In stream. In stream.